Cartoon Network had a really impressive lineup during the early 2010s. Shows included Regular Show, Mystery Incorporated, Adventure Time, Mad, and many more. But one show that is somewhat overlooked is Ninjago. Based off the hit LEGO theme, Ninjago has become one of Cartoon Network's longest running shows along with Ed, Edd and Eddy. It has amazing voice work by Brent Miller, Vincent Tong, Paul Dobson, and Kirby Morrow, who sadly passed away back in November. So yeah, it's not just your typical LEGO show made to make a quick buck. So today I'm going to be going over the show's best episodes. Rise of the Great Devourer. This episode begins where the last one ended, with Pythor sneaking on board the Destiny's Bounty and retrieving the 4 Fang Blades. After getting beaten up by a literal child, he escapes and a grand chase ensues. And what a chase scene this is, as a tram train thing allows the Serpentine to escape to Ouroboros. It's one elaborate set piece with missiles of all things and a swinging tail.
Faster! I can't! If we drive any faster, the engine could explode! Fine, then I'll do it. Get out! Now? Now. I hate snakes.
Wu decides to finish Pythor one-on-one, a grave mistake as a train head crashes at the Lost City. The deed is done and the Great Devourer arises. I just remember how big this episode was back in the day, and I think it still holds up. Chase scenes in shows can be really awesome when done correctly, something Ninjago can do with ease. It's just one big fun episode.
End of the line, loser. Watch out! No, please!
Day of the Great Devourer. Next up is the sequel episode and the season 1 finale. I just remember how much this blew my 9-year-old brain back in the day. The Great Devourer is unleashed, it being essentially a Titanoboa on steroids. A creature so massive it's able to crush the Destiny's Bounty in one bite. It proves to be incredibly hard to kill for the ninja, so they devise a plan to rid of the beast. This leads to the creation of the Ultrasonic Raider, a vehicle that almost kills the giant killer snake. But instead, Zane is almost killed as we see his more robotic self for the first time.
It's heading toward Ninjago City.
That's where my parents are. So is everybody else. If it consumes the biggest city in all of Ninjago, there will be no stopping it.
The Ultra Dragon comes back just to have the crap kicked out of him. The only solution at this point is Garmadon, who shows up in order to get revenge on the snake, as it causes him to grow evil in the first place. As Kai points out, the Devourer has a weak spot on its head, almost being as dumb as Godzilla having one on his neck you can hit by flicking a pencil. He also uses this as an excuse to take the 4 golden weapons, but Wu returning cheers the mood.
You bit me once. Now feel what it's like to be bitten back. Vengeance will be mine.
Ninjaball Run. Similar to the first episode on our list, this is a fun racing episode that takes place during the Season 2 filler episodes. Most of those are forgettable, but this is the exception. In order to win back Dareth's dojo, both the main 4 ninja and Lloyd on the Ultra Dragon participate in the Ninjaball Run. Other weird-ass contestants are Cruncha and Knuckles, Captain Soto, Cole's lame father, and these kids who should not be driving this bus.
Why do I let you drive?
Yo Captain, your driver seems to be, blind? But yeah, the ninja are in the lead until their gas runs low, so Jay's parents siphon them some while they fight off the snakes.
Look into my eyes, ninja. Ah, that is so gross.
Hey, down here!
Now, Zane!
Ninjago!
Garmadon's entry into the race leads him to create a giant canyon, which is pretty darn impressive. In the end, of course, Ninja win, and Cruncha and Knuckles are still stuck, so they should probably go get some help. The Son of Lilly. As of making this list, this is the most recent episode, being Season 13's finale. It's a bit shorter than your typical episode, as it is a continuation of the last one. Cole finally gets to show down against the Skull Sorcerer, while the ninja and other allies fight off Griefbringer and an army of the undead.
And now her deceit has doomed you.
Only son.
Cole is finally able to do the Spinjitzu burst with some motivation from his inner thoughts. It's a great moment that happens to sadly be one of Kirby Morrow's last performances, unless he's in Season 14. The Sorcerer's skull is broken, which defeats the army and frees all of the creatures from being prisoners. It's one of the most simple endings, especially for a surprisingly good season like this.
I wish you could stay. I could use your help.
You don't need me. You're one of the strongest and bravest people I've ever met.
Well, in that case, if you ever need my help...
Versus. During the Tournament of Elements, this was the main episode in which the competition was narrowed down. It features a slew of great fights, including one between Kai and the Elemental Master Smoke. To be honest, Smoke was a really lame power. It's very impressive that your power lets you disappear and give other people throat problems.
Master of Fire moves on.
But besides that, we get a hint of what Shen is up to, and a surprise that Jay and Cole must now fight each other. This finally leads to the conclusion of the show's worst story arc, the love triangle between Nia, Cole, and Jay. It was definitely the dumbest decision made by Season 3, and this fixed it. They finally work together until Chen reveals they can't tie, so Cole lets Jay win, which is a great character moment in itself.
I should have bowed out long ago. Win this thing.
About time.
Cole may be gone, but he did not lose. Let what he did here today be a lesson for us all.
The weakest link. This is from Season 9, my personal favorite season. I'll be mentioning another from that season later, but this is also pretty good. As with its companion episodes, it follows two storylines. In the first one, Lloyd, Nia, and the others capture Harumi and plan to steal Garmadon's powers. This gets expanded upon later though. The other storyline, the better one, has the 4 original ninja and an aging Wu being taught the ways of the dragon hunters by Faith.
Alright, the first one to wrap their chain around that rock wins.
Did I win?
It has some really good moments, as the tables have turned. Wu is the one being taught, some awesome irony. Then comes Iron Baron and his crew who want their elemental powers. With the Diesel Knot, they chase them through some caves, where Iron Baron learns that Wu is the son of the first Spinjitzu master. As they zoom through the desert, the ninja take control of the Diesel Knot before Faith is captured.
We'll make heavy metal pay, sir! Get heavy metal! Get me the boy!
Island of Darkness. This episode is about the ninja trying to locate the mysterious Temple of Light, while avoiding the Stone Army. Zane, however, tries to get his Falcon back, which doesn't go according to plan. They are hunted down out of the camp soon after finding the supposed location for the temple. Oh, and apparently during this short amount of time, Zane's father built a goddamn mech and drill. Dude, that's impressive. They head up the mountain and are able to fend off the attacking army. After getting their elemental blades, Cole does the moonwalk and pisses off Michael Jackson's estate. Then Lloyd unleashes the incredibly cool looking golden dragon, which for now gives them a fighting chance on the Dark Island. Game of Mass. With 5 of the ninja and Baby Wu being captured, Lloyd and Harumi venture into the Oni temple. They finally find the 3rd Oni mask being held deep inside. But this is where Lloyd discovers that Harumi isn't who she seems. She is the quiet one, the secret leader of the Sons of Garmadon.
Not everything goes to plan. Give me the mask.
No, I can't let you bring my father back. Not like that.
Well, then if you won't give it to me... then I will take it!
We learned earlier that both her parents were killed in the events of Day of the Great Devourer. She sees Garmadon as the city's savior and the true ruler of Ninjago. So after stealing the Oni Mask of Hatred, she uses it against Lloyd and escapes the temple. After a showdown with the SOG, they take off with Lloyd and the three masks, leaving your typical Ninjago cliffhanger that is only answered in the next episode.
Even think about it.
This can end one of two ways. Either you hand the masks over peacefully.
I don't even have to know the rest of the choices. I like that one.
Or what?
Or we'll have to get all ninja up on ya.
What does that even mean?
Tock. I still remember vividly watching this the night it came out. It was a huge reveal, one that shocked all who watched it. After Wu leaves to find Garmadon, the ninjas set off to find Lloyd, but Zane is distracted by the Falcon. This Falcon so far has revealed many good things, so following it again might lead them to the first Fangblade. Possibly, but instead, after a great trek, Zane awaits the other three to catch up, but comes across a robot that he takes down. The Falcon is revealed to be a robot itself, and finds the hidden lab. Then this happens.
No! It can't be! No! No!
Yes, Zane is a robot, something that kinda makes sense but is explored later. We get some great character moments, as Kai in particular adds that no matter what he is made of, he is still their brother. But Zane needs time alone in order to process this. We get to this scene where Zane finds his memory switch.
It's time you begin your next stage in life. And the only reason I'm about to do this is because I love you.
Hey guys! Wait up!
His creator cared for him greatly, and this makes him truly realize who he is. After saving the ninja from these weird tree things, the queen appears. Finally unlocking his true potential, Zane freezes the ugly freak and saves his friends. The Last Resort. After narrowly escaping Nauticon and his crew in the last episode, Jay takes Nia far away in order to protect her, and they so happen to end up at the lighthouse of Zane's father, which was left abandoned. Or so they think as they find a horrible clone of Zane there. But soon, Nauticon catches up to them, using Clancy's wish to locate the island. I guess he was just able to get their location after looking at some flowers. Okay then.
I've sailed enough seas to know that was the red kelp of the west apostle current. Drop sails and conquer the cannon's crew! I know where they are!
With the sky pirates on their way, the lighthouse is set up with traps. This holds them off long enough, but soon their only option is a traveler's tea. But instead of Nia using it, to Jay's insistence, he is pushed into it. And he really is a last resort. It's fun seeing the traps that are set up, and how one-off Echo Zane is. He's just there, yet appears in the next episode.
I have never seen a more beautiful bride.
Saving Faith. Here's a continuation of the episode The Weakest Link that I covered earlier. The most ironic part is that I preferred this episode more, even though it focuses on the weaker storyline. But this is where it gets super interesting, as we start with Mistake and Skylar attempting to take Garmadon's powers. Mistake put up a good fight but would be killed by the Mad Emperor. It's one of the darkest moments in the show, but we don't see it on screen. Yet Skylar escapes, trying to control the approaching Oni Titan. Once she does, the tables turn. Not only do we get to see the defeat of some SOG members, but also some good character moments.
I've wanted to do this for a long time.
The Titan heads towards Garmadon, and we see a mental fight over her for control. This leads to the destruction of many buildings, which causes Harumi to have a realization. And she's dead, something that majorly pisses off Garmadon.
You want this city, Lloyd? Then you can have it in ruins!
Oh, and with the other storyline, it's just the other ninja getting captured and Wu going off of Iron Baron to find the dragon armor. I do really like the stakes here, along with how well it sets up the finale, an episode I almost included in this list as well. The Titanium Ninja. Finally, is an episode from one of the weakest seasons. The third season is honestly pretty mediocre until the midway point where Pythor comes back. Then it gets good, and what a better way to end it than this kind of plot. After the ninja get back from space, and yes they went to space, just deal with it, they learn the Overlord is now back in full power. They reach this temple where Cyrusborg reveals the key to stopping him. A shrinking pill. Yeah, they plan on shrinking this massive and unstoppable monster.
You've made a shrinking pill?
Let me get this straight. You want us to get close to this guy who has armor that with a mere touch would make us toast, and you want us to give him a pill?
Precisely?
How are they going to give him the pill? By having these two senior citizens kick it into his mouth. This fails as Pythor swallows it. Good job, guys. Now doomed, Zane has only one choice. He latches onto the Overlord and freezes him into place, but the power of the golden weapons is too much, even for a robot. This is easily the most powerful scene in Ninjago, as Zane replays his memories before passing away.
You were built to protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Now, Zane does come back a season later, but this still stands. And what's even more powerful is the funeral scene, where Kai gives this great speech.
Because he powered me. And he'll still power me as his memory lives on. Ninja never quit, and Ninja will never be forgotten. Wherever you are, Zane, you'll always be one of us.